How are we doing, guys? Moose here, episode 56 of our West Ham United career mode, back from a huge episode 55 where we beat Chelsea 2-1 in the Capital One Cup final. You can see we praised the squad, obviously coming off that victory, and we got a little bit of money from that as well. We have a youth squad report here. These are the players we've actually signed to our youth squad. If you want to have a pause, take a look at it, go back, feel free, but we will go into it in more detail May 1st when the players do get that attribute bonus that they get every May 1st when they're in your youth squad, so we'll go over it then. We also see Fabian Delph says he's okay to go. He wants to play in this game if I feel the need to play him against Manchester City. It's a huge game, obviously, in this murderer's row of games that we've had here. Just absurd to throw in another top team, especially with City here sitting in second, level on points with Chelsea. We're 5 points behind third. You can see Chelsea, who are actually undefeated for quite a while in the league. They've dropped their last couple games, and it's brought them back down to earth. Our lineup here is going to have Carroll and Dybala up front. We have Rabiot, Nolan holding his place in midfield after a huge performance against Chelsea. Noble, Cresswell, Reed, and Kulu, Jenkinson, Adrian at the backline. And in the hole, Oxlade-Chamberlain. This actually made my decision for me. I was going to hold him out of the team because we played so well against Chelsea. He was suspended for that game. I didn't want to mess with things. I wanted to give him a little motivation to get back in the team and play better. But with Downing picking up an injury against Chelsea, it ruled him out just for this game against City. And unfortunately, not unfortunately so much as we brought in a great player, his replacement, but it forced us to make a decision. We brought Oxlade-Chamberlain to play as an attacking midfielder for us. And we're playing against a City team that has a lightning quick front line. Obviously, they've brought Suarez back from Spain, bringing him in. They have Jovetic up front still, Navas playing. Joe Hart's actually been restored to their goal. You'll note we've never actually faced Joe Hart yet in this career mode. We've played City, I think, 3 times already, and Hart's never once featured. They've always had either Caballero or they even had Richard Wright in one game. It's absurd. But Joe Hart is back in the lineup, so that'll be a top goalkeeper we'll have to deal with here as we try and create chances in the early going. Dybala making a run out wide, getting in behind. Just tries to get inside a company. Nice little lovely elastico or what have you type of skill there to make some space for himself, and his shot does wriggle wide of the post. Another chance here as he exploits his pace down the wing, lays it off into Oxlade-Chamberlain, but Joe Hart does well to make a save and punch it away for a corner. On the ensuing corner, though, we would have Mark Noble stand over it here from the right side of the pitch. Floats it in the box, looking for the head of Winston Reid. He gets a head on, and Joe Hart forced into a quality save. So we have put Manchester City behind the 8-ball a little bit with some corners. The corner following the Reed header then would result in a ball in. Looking for Reed again. It's punched as far as Joe Hart. Cresswell tries to settle it down. Hits it on the volley. And it is blocked away by Mangala. And the following quarter would be cleared away. Noble again with the ball here. It's a slight giveaway on a pass from Kevin Nolan. Unfortunately, finds its way into Jovetic. And it's in the back of the net just like that. All that pressure we put on the City goal is for naught as they take an early lead here. A nice ball played in from Luis Suarez into his strike partner Jovetic, and it's a clinical finish with his left foot. Just swipes it underneath Adrian into the side netting. It gives City the lead. Another chance here as Milner comes forward. City on the break. They're just exploiting their quality out on the wings here. Navas picks up the ball, cuts inside, does really well. Sees the run of Suarez, and it's almost identical to the Jovetic goal. Man gets in behind our defense. They play him through, and he finishes it first time into the bottom corner underneath Adrian. So 2 goals that we really don't want to be conceding. We're going to have to close up shop here defensively and try and fight back because we don't want another drubbing like we took against Manchester City last year. Obviously, at the Etihad this season, we did beat them 2-1, so we're hoping to replicate a result like that. But the way they're playing with Silva, Toure, they got all the big names in the lineup here, and we are dealing with that. We do come forward here in the 39th minute. Oxlade-Chamberlain pick up a loose ball out to Nolan, into Andy Carroll, floats it in, and Dybala with the goal. Oh my word, what a finish that is. He hits it on the volley with a stunner of a finish. He goes right through. You can see he gets over top of it, laces to the ball. Perfect technique, and he just hammers it past Joe Hart. Nothing he could do on a shot with that kind of ferocity and velocity from that range. It's a beautiful finish from Dybala, and just like that, we're right back in the contest with a lovely goal from the guy who's made such an impact since coming over from Palermo in January. What a transfer he's turned out to be because he's looked unbelievable. Rabiot then creating Andy Carroll. You can see as a target man, he does get off the back of Mangala. Mangala brings him down the box. The referee's awarded a penalty. Andy Carroll sees Mangala sent off as the referee comes in and decides, you know what, that's a clear goal-scoring opportunity. You've brought him down in the box, through on goal, and it's a red card. He has no choice to send him off. You can see he just swipes out the legs of Andy Carroll as he goes for the ball. takes him out. He's through on goal clearly. If you look at it back where you get a more open view of the picture, he does swipe him out as he's through on goal. It forces City to then make a defensive change, losing one of their center halves. They have to bring on Nastasic to fill that place, and they do take off one of their goal scorers, Jovetic. Force him to play a 4-4-1. Noble steps up with a chance to equalize, and he has no problem doing that. Freezes Joe Hart with a look to the right, and then he smashes it in the top left-hand corner. Beautiful goal from Mark Noble. He's unbeatable at penalty shots, or should I say unstoppable. He's just fantastic for us, scoring penalties left and right. I think the only penalty misses we've had in the career, we've actually had a couple of them. Dybala, of course, when he missed the net, and Stuart Downing's missed one. I think Carroll's missed one, but guy who's never missed, Mark Noble, and every time he's in the line, he's going to take it. You can see the love for the club on his face, the passion as he goes and celebrates with the Upton Park faithful. Beautiful goal for the Hammers, and we do level things up 2-2. We come forward looking for maybe the go-ahead goal that could really put City behind the 8 ball here. Oxlade-Chamberlain, beautiful ball in. It deflects off of Nastasic and goes to Joe Hart, but they do clear it up, I should say. Rabiot then wins us a free kick from a decent range away from goal, but this is territory where Aaron Cresswell's on the field, so we decide to let him step over it from 35 yards. He thinks about playing it in towards your Andy Carrolls and your Dybalas in the box, but instead he hits it with so much power into the top corner. It is a wonder goal. 2 wonder goals in this game already. Dybala's volley and now Cresswell's free kick from a different stratosphere. I'll tell you what, it's a wonderful kick. He hits it with so much power. It's curling away from Joe Hart, gets over and around the wall, into the top right corner. He bends it in beautifully, and that is a wonder goal. And it's really going to change the complexion of this game, because you have to say, if City had gone into halftime level at 2, you're thinking they'll probably come out and just try and defend for their lives, put all 9 men, you should say 10 men if you include the goalkeeper, behind the ball and just defend for the final 45 minutes. But now that they are a goal down, they'll have to expose themselves a bit more and try and attack, which they do here with Toure breaking through. Nkulu does a really nice job to just clear it away. The bouncing header is flicked on by Andy Carroll. No one's able to pick up to it. Dybala does what he does best, gets in behind the defense with a lovely run, fakes around Joe Hart with a beautiful move, and just slides into your DMs just like that. Paulo Dybala with an absolute wonderful goal. He does really well. Nice little fake shot, and Joe Hart doesn't want to get sent off. He doesn't want to give up the penalty, so he comes out, doesn't get any of the ball. Company goes in to block it, but he can't handball it either, so he tries to get it with his side. He's not able to keep it out, and Paulo Dybala with his second of the game, and surely you'd have to think against 10-man Manchester City, he's put the game out of reach with a wonderful finish. Cool and composed as you like. Lovely goal from Paulo Dybala. His 4th in the Premier League in just a month's time. He's been unstoppable at this moment. But Silva tries a little bit of a rainbow there. He tries to get fancy. I actually tried that with Oxlade-Chamberlain early in the match, and it didn't work out. They eventually get the ball to Luis Suarez, and he says, you know what, I'm just going to bring one back. Not so fast, my friend. What a goal from Suarez there. We closed him down. We settled him out. We figured if he's going to hit a wonder strike, he's going to have to do it, because we're going to get in front of him. We're going to try to block. We're going to limit his options. He had no one to pass to. He had nowhere to go. You have to say the only issue there is the goal should have been ruled out. Obviously, it's tough to do in FIFA, but that's absolutely interference from Navas. He runs right in front of Adrian in an offsides position, affects his sight line of the ball, and it goes in the top corner through Navas. Should have been no goal, should have been ruled off for that, but unfortunately we do have to just cling to this 1-goal lead. But it's going to get a bit easier, because Gael Clichy, he's already been booked in I think the 5th or 6th minute here, decides to just slide in completely rashly at Mark Noble as he tried to cut inside with the ball, picks up a second yellow and is sent off, and City down to 9 men. They're absolutely losing their heads. They need to cool off here, and we'll show them that they need to cool off. Rodriguez does try a strike from about 25 yards that falls coolly into the hands of Joe Hart, but we come forward again. Rodriguez on the ball. He's come on in that attacking midfield position to try and create a little bit more. Does really well to cut inside. Lays it out eventually to the former Arsenal fullback Carl Jenkins, and he does well to skip around Samir Nasri. Floats it in looking for Chiate. It's cleared away, but Andy Carroll flicks it out wide towards Rodriguez again. He cuts inside of Milner, has a shot, it's stopped, and give him the match ball, son. That guy Dybala. Lovely finish. The game's surely over now. 86th minute, 5-3 West Ham United, and this is just an 8-goal extravaganza. What an absolute lovely game we've been having here. It's a beautiful finish from Dybala. He just hits it true. And it's his second goal he's hit on either the volley or the half volley. So he shows that technical quality that he does have. Joe Hart does well to make the first save on Rodriguez, but nothing he's going to be able to keep out in terms of stopping that rebound. And Dybala loves it. Look at the celebration. He's taken so well to his West Ham teammates, to settling into the club, and the fans love him, no doubt about it. One final chance here for us to add a little bit more insult to injury. Noble lays it off to Carroll to hit from range, but Joe Hart makes an absolute wonder save there. But that would be all she read. That's the final chance, and we celebrate off a back of a wonderful victory, 5-3, and actually brings us now within 2 points of Manchester City in the league table. Excuse me, for second place. So that is a huge result. Obviously, Dybala, no question about it, was the man of the match. Mark Noble was actually my second man of the match. He gets 2 points, and Aaron Cresswell with that wonder free kick does get 1 point. You can see we deserved it. 12 shots on target, 60% possession. Down, obviously, helped out by the fact that Manchester City eventually finished the game with just 9 men. But let me know what you thought of this result, guys. Obviously, one game because of the highlights in it. So I hope you have enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like. If you're new, subscribe so you can keep watching the videos. And we'll see you in episode 57. Bye-bye.